Dan also wanted to know why antigen tests were getting bad
Why
press.
is there been a lot of negative talk towards antigen testing in the media lately?
Yeah, no, I think it's as everything with this pandemic, any new information, it has steers a lot of heated debate, pros and cons,
Hmm.
and we are learning as well. So sometimes social media and the media are quickly, very fast to amplify the information out there. So but there is a kind of a good body of research now that we can it helps us to make decisions about when to use this antigen test and what to do, how to interpret the results, a negative results or a positive result. So
Hmm.
I think now we have more research and it can help us making decisions about this rapid antigen test. I don't know what do you think.
Yeah, I suppose, like, if I could kind of add to that, I suppose with any kind of new test that kind of comes on the market, people are so anxious to get life back to normal. They want,
Hmm.
and they hear about something that's like cheap and easy, and they think, brilliant, this is going to help life in general to get back to normal.
Hmm.
And then suddenly there's kind of hesitation among, or maybe not hesitation, but mixed messaging among, the experts in inverted commas around this whole field, and that can lead to frustration in the general public, of course, because black and white answers are kind of what are ideal. And it comes back to, I suppose, that idea of sensitivity that I was mentioning around the comparison between PCR and antigen, and how much we can rely on antigen tests compared to PCR. And I suppose the negativity comes from essentially people's interpretation of what we consider an antigen test to be good at compared to a PCR. So I suppose I maybe should have said in my first answer that PCR is really good at picking up infected people. So people that have SARS-CoV-2 in their system. Um, what antigen tests are really, and sorry, PCR is also obviously very good at picking up people with different levels of virus. So if they have loads of virus in their nose or very low amounts of virus, PCR is good at picking up both those kind of categories of people. What PCR, or sorry, what antigen is really good at is picking up people that have lots of virus, but it's not so good at picking up people that have low amounts of virus. So if you're very early in your infection, maybe the first couple of days of the infection, PCR might detect that, but antigen is likely to miss it. Now, some people who are, I suppose, in favor of antigen testing would say that actually it doesn't matter if we miss the first few days of the infection, because you're not really shedding large amounts of virus. You're unlikely to be infecting people, so it doesn't really matter if we miss that first few days of the infection. What really matters is we want to pick up people that are shedding a lot of virus, those that are likely to infect other people.